It's been a busy few days, obviously in terms of getting the news that I was going to be the manager, and then getting ready for tonight. It's been a quick turnaround since Saturday, a lot going on, but the boys have been absolutely first class. Again, the staff have been brilliant, just helping out behind the scenes and making sure we were ready. And again, a win's a win, and delighted to get off to a winning start.
And on another night, it would have been a more comfortable victory, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, I went in and, again, first and foremost, I said to the lads, buzzing. It's been a while since we've had a win, so that's the most important thing. But again, as we get better and improve, we should be finishing that game off and, creating some good chances. But again, that's a positive for me. It's probably as dangerous as we have looked for a little while. We created a lot of good opportunities and looked to threat going forward, and equally looked very, very solid at the back. So generally very, very pleased.
But it was a victory that came at a price. Adam Thompson, how extensive is the injury?
We're still waiting for news on Tomo. It looked a real bad one. It's a combination of his leg as he landed. He also had a really bad gash on his head. He's just texting the group. So from that point of view, it's been great to hear from him. But we're waiting further news in terms of the extent of the damage.
And it was his replacement, Dan Happy, that scored the winner.
Yeah, I had a really good chat with Dan. Obviously didn't start the game today. And again, I was really pleased with his response. Again, it was a tough decision, one that he took really well. And that's what I want. I wanted a response, and he stepped in today. Very short notice, of course. And he put a performance that, again, I think that's the level that he needs to be playing at. And if he does that, he's as good as anything around.
Made a few big decisions. Connor Wilkinson on the bench.
Yeah, again, for me, I just wanted to freshen it up a little bit. I want competition. I want to push people. I want to drive people. And I want to see responses when maybe decisions are made that people aren't happy with. So, again, as a player, I would always want to come back and prove the manager wrong. Dan's done that tonight. The way the game went, obviously wasn't able to get Connor on, but listen, he's a fantastic player, one that I think can be, again, as good as he wants to be. So it's about him obviously applying himself and getting back to that form that, again, we all know he's capable of.
It was a team performance, and there were lots of smiles on the faces at the end. Yeah,
again, I think in the end we turned it into a tough 1-0 away win, which again for me is a quality I want in one of my teams. We had to dog it out at times. We had to defend areas, probably made it that way of our own making by not taking the opportunities earlier on. But again, that is a quality that I want to see, and I fought to a man. Everybody left absolutely everything out on that football pitch tonight, and again, as a starting point, that will absolutely do for me.
It's been a big few days for Jamie Turley, hasn't it?
Yeah, again, a player that I've got to give massive credit to, someone who hasn't obviously played recently, but training-wise, he's been absolutely fantastic. He's always kept himself in absolute top condition. His application, which again is not always easy when you're not playing regularly, it's been fantastic, and he's earned his chance. For me, there was absolutely no fear of throwing him in today because of the way he's trained and the way that he was ready. And again, for me, he led that back four. He talked, he organised, he won his headers when he had to, and a real plus point for me tonight. Yeah.
And finally for me, Jobi, how did it feel for you personally not to be on the pitch, not to be on the substitutes bench, but to be there in charge?
Strangely calm, actually. I'm a big believer in getting the work done on the training pitch. Again, I've got to give massive credit to the staff for the input they've put into the last few days. The boys were ready, they've taken the information on. Once you get out there, it's a matter of them going to produce the goods. So I was pretty calm. Obviously, there was a few nervy moments through the second half. But, it's a challenge that I'm really relishing, and I really enjoyed tonight.